City for you there. The setting of our broadcast today. Hello and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports this Tuesday evening with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. This is Brian Anderson, plus our reporter Allie LaForce. And a chance to see the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. Taking a look at Indiana, they've risen to third in the latest Power Rankings, playing well as of late.
Well, I think for the Thunder.
And before we tip off here,
Brian, as the NBA pivots.
Very interesting, Allie. Good stuff there. Thank you. And some new faces and new places this year, Grant. How long do you think it takes for a new player to fit in?
Well, you know, some players never fit in, but depending upon the style, it varies from player to player.
Now let's take a look at the Kings' opening lineup. Fox and Halliburton are the guard set. Rashawn Holmes is out there with Paul Millsap. And it's Horton Tucker in at the 3 slot. And for the Thunder, they've got Jonathan Isaac. He's out there with Mitchell Robinson. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out there with Mikal Bridges. And it's the Machine in at the 2 guard.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Bridges outside. Takes a 3. Pure from 3-point range.
You've got to be aware and stay attached to Mikal Bridges beyond that arc. This guy's dangerous as a shooter.
Halliburton, the pass to Fox. 13 feet out. Halliburton outside. Here's Millsap. The Thunder with the rebound. This is the first they're seeing of Sacramento.
These teams split the season series last year, neither making an impact in the conference overall.
Boy, when you think about Jonathan Isaac, it is hard to understate what an effect his defense can have on a game. Opponents must take him into account when they're drawing up their offensive game plan.
The line for 2.
Both free throws good from Isaac. You know, as for Isaac's defense, it's not always about a sensational highlight reel block. Doris, he can have an impact in subtle ways.
Oh, my goodness, no question. With his length, with his hustle, with his energy, with his instincts, everything factors in. Boy, when he's playing disciplined defense down low, you can put, quote, a do not enter sign right in the paint.
In some ways, De'Aaron Fox is a good lesson in patience for owners. He didn't explode out the gate after being picked 5th overall back in 2017. But after a long time, he has found his footing and looks spectacular out there on the floor.
Bridges outside. Gilgeous-Alexander against Fox. Pass to the Machine. Driving inside. Oh, nice D from Millsap. You know, Grant, in terms of improvement after his rookie year, you saw it across De'Aaron Fox's entire stat line.
Yeah, once he got comfortable in the league, he started going off. He increased his shooting and assist numbers and got himself nominated for Most Improved Player in 2019.
Oh, that was something else,
I mean, just
man.
Beautiful.
Man, a big-time jam right there.
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there. Oh, doing damage above the rim. That was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Pass to Horton Tucker. The Thunder have gone 2 of 3 to get this one going. Here's the Machine. Driving in, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
When you're trying to stop a guy like this, you have to
For the land of the free.
And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year score. DA, it's all yours.
Good evening to you, Kevin. Well, Kyle Lowry.
What a resume. A tremendous competitor, David. Thank you. So here's Miami's starting group. Out in the wings for them, Hero and Butler. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then there's Lowry. And it's Nicholson in at the 4 slot. And for San Antonio, Mobley is out there with Jason Tatum. Then it's Thompson. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Callaway in at the 5. And, Steve, as we get into the middle of the season, do you feel we have a good idea of who the contenders are at this point?
Yes, Kevin. The major forces, you know for sure. There are always some teams you just can't tell if they're legit or not.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Now, here's Lowry. Hero kicks to Butler. Shot clock at 6. The shot, no good. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. And this is their first time matched up with this year's Heat team.
Yeah, and they put up a goose egg last year when they played this team twice.
Here's Maverick. Down low. Here's Tatum. And Butler sends it back.
Known for being a strong defender, Butler takes pride in blocking shots.
To the middle. Lowry from outside. Miami no good on that time either. Here's Maverick. Really played well against Portland in his last outing. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. And Mobley throws it down.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
The drive by Lowry. Rebounded by the Spurs.
Oh, my God, they can't buy one. 0 for 4. Sometimes this happens.
Here's Maverick. Right now, checking his stats, he's averaging over 23 points a game. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now. These, the new power rankings, they tell a great story. Taking a look at New York, they couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
Well, I think for the Spurs, they've blown away the so-called experts' opinions. People who didn't realize how high their ceiling really was.
And here's Tatum for 3.
He works his tail off, and the long arms of Jimmy Butler contested that shot.
Lob pass to Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Look at that athletic play by Clint Capella, leaping up with enough airtime to grab it and slam it.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Got a piece of it, out in his own on the break. Here's Callaway.
Oh, okay.
Sort of awesome. Dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. And it's Lowry with the ball, brings it up for the Miami Heat. Nothing yet up on the scoreboard for them. Into the lane.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
Pass to Butler. And stolen by Tatum. Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. And the Spurs scoring again. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Spurs.
Their aggressiveness on D has been the most glaring aspect of this game so far. They have the heat turned all the way up in this first half.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half. Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game. And maybe we don't talk enough about what a great teammate Lowry is. Passionate, he leads by example, and always vocal.
And Mobley throws it down.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
Here is Lowry. After the made shot from Evan Mobley. Can they get it? That one wide left. When Lowry won gold in 2016, the U.S. team coaches had very high praise.
Yeah, you can call him their unsung hero. The best team player out of anybody. This guy shows emotion, and guys feed off his energy.
Timeout called the Heat. Without question, Maverick displaying his skills today.
The man has been relentless scoring inside, attacking the rim every chance he gets. Their defense has been powerless to stop him. We'll see what adjustments they make coming out of this timeout.
Let's check out the Western Conference. Standings right now that we're here in the new year. You look at San Antonio, they've been in peak form as we've watched them play some tremendous basketball with an eye toward the postseason.
And you know, for the Spurs, they're not an opponent any team wants to see on their schedule. They've been producing all season long, and guys, I don't see them slowing down anytime soon.
We figured that by this point in the season, they would have separated themselves from the pack. They've done that and more.
The three from Tatum. Spurs working now with a new shot clock. And the dunk by Capella.
You gotta love how Capella keeps possessions alive. Really nice effort right there.
Hero finds Butler. Outside Lowry. Miami no good on that time either.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Here's Callaway. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I'll tell you, this was their strategy coming in. They obviously identified a weakness there inside.
Here's Lowry, following the bucket by the Spurs. And it's Butler missing. Here's Maverick. He's covered by Hero. Lowry brings the double. Callaway passes to Tatum. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Tatum's got his 2nd bucket of the night. Miami's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And stolen by Tatum. Here's Maverick. He's covered by Hero. Thompson. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
And it's Butler with the jam.
Not many bigs have Bam Adebayo's vision. Just another reason this coaching staff trusts him with the ball.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And block the ball. Good play. Here's Callaway and powered down the jam.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
Miami with the ball after the basket by San Antonio. And Mobley throws it down.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Here is Lowry after the made shot from Evan Mobley. Fires for three. It's hauled in by Clint Capella.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert. Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
There's been an emphasis on ball movement, and he's been a major catalyst.
Ball's knocked loose, and the Spurs pushing it up now. Lob pass to Capella. And here's Adebayo. 9-point game his last outing. Pass to Lowry. Lets it go from deep. Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got 7 rebounds in the game.
He's been scoreless for a while now. They're still trailing here. They might want to move to some other options offensively.
Hammers the alley-oop through.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
What they have done is ran their plays all the way through until they get something they like.
He swipes the ball away again. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
Lowry brings the double. Passes to Capella.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Here's Maverick. Lowry covering. And the dunk by Capella.
Love Capella's IQ on the pick and roll. Hitting his mark and then getting himself open.
1:49 left in the first quarter. He's all alone. The kick out to Tatum. And the Spurs scoring again.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
And it's Lowry with the ball. Brings it up for the Miami Heat. Adebayo passes to Lowry. Back to Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
I love the eye contact by Jimmy Butler and his teammate before he rolls up for that alley-oop.
Here's Maverick. Lowry covering. Look at that.
Nice. It just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
Here's Lowry after the basket by San Antonio. The pass to Hero. Here's Butler. Fires from deep. That shot off.
I mean, he's staying aggressive, trying to regain his touch. But right now, he's hurting the team.
Pass to Mobley. Here's Maverick. He's covered by Hero. And it's blocked. .30 seconds left in the first. Back to Adebayo. Butler in the corner. 5 to shoot. Driving to the basket. That's tipped. Here's Maverick. 16 points for him. Tatum wide open. He fired. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
Big time shot to beat the buzzer there. My goodness.
He had to rush that one a little, but terrific stroke from range.
And so it's San Antonio with a huge 37-point lead to end the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We come back right after this. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They just been the better team so far.
And the Spurs with possession, fresh from a win against Portland.
Really consistent with their aggression. In that game, we saw very few lulls from an intensity standpoint.
A couple things stood out for me. They were relentless, and they also played under control. That's a deadly combination.
On the court for Miami here in the second, they've got Jimmy Butler, Tyler Hero out there with Oladipo. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Griffin in at the center. So it's the Spurs now, following the three-point attempt by Blake Griffin. Here's Maverick. Hammering it in.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. Hero with it. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Stolen by Thompson. And here's the fast break. Pass to Callaway. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. And the dunk by Capella.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
You're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect. And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And really, hard to find more intense players than Jimmy Butler. This guy is 100% focused on winning at all times. One of the ultimate competitors in our league.
The Heat shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
The free throw drops for Butler. And with Butler and his intensity, Greg, it's a perfect fit for him in Miami.
And yeah, it can rub some players the wrong way, but it goes hand in hand with the culture here. Hard to imagine Butler on a team other than Miami.
And you look at the 2021 draft class, just some unbelievable talent at the top.
I mean, Cade Cunningham, for me, probably is the consensus best player, but man, you got guys like Suggs and Green and Kuminga with that rare athleticism. And then how about Mobley? He really defines what a modern-day big is supposed to be. I mean, what more could you want?
Here's Callaway, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
When you played alongside as many superstars as Clay has, you're conditioned to make sure others are fed.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. After their trip to the NBA Finals in 2020, the Miami Heat is looking to get back to that championship round. Jimmy Butler says, we know what we're capable of. We want to get back to the finals. We can get back there. I like our chances against anybody, honestly. Nobody intimidates us. Kevin?
What a great attitude. They've shown they can compete at the highest level, David. Thank you. For Miami, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. That free throw good from Oladipo.
The combination of shooting and speed Oladipo provides this team is invaluable. And his hunger to keep getting better, also impressive.
Here's Maverick, guarded by Oladipo. Callaway passes to Tatum. The shot, no good. The Heat go the other way with it. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
Oh!
Yes! Yes!
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrapper.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. Their next game is at the American Airlines Center in Dallas for a game with the Mavericks. And their journey is just getting started. That'll be the second of 7 straight on the road. Hands it from downtown.
You see Griffin keeping his eyes up, looking for a hole in that defense.
Here's Maverick. 25 points in the game. Thompson in the corner. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Poke loose, stolen by Thompson. Lob pass to Capella. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Miami's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Now DeRozan. 17 points for him last game against Washington. Here's Maverick. And he lobs it up toward the rim. It's stolen by Oladipo. That's tipped. Griffin against Capella. Here's DeRozan. A rebound by the Spurs. Capella's got 4 rebounds in this game. Passes it to Callaway. On the wing, Thompson. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Now, Hero. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Griffin passes to Oladipo. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Spurs have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Really flowing here. Here's Maverick, guarded by Oladipo. Thompson outside. Offensive rebound.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Hero kicks to Oladipo. Griffin passes to DeRozan. Oladipo outside. Miami no good on that time either.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
You know what? This has always been a debate. Do you take the timeout or do you let your guys try to fight through it?
Callaway passes to Thompson. And another assist for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. The Heat have gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. Now, Hero. He's covered by Thompson. Going inside, and the basket is good.
The athleticism plus the mobility. Tyler Hero is someone who drives well inside.
Here's Maverick, guarded by Oladipo. Outside, Tatum. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Oladipo. A different look for Miami. Bam Adebayo is checked in for Griffin. Nicholson comes in for Butler. And Kyle Lowry subbed in for Hero. Here's Callaway. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Mavericks got 27 points. And here's DeRozan. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. With the drive, trying to get open is Adebayo. DeRozan gets the bucket.
If you can get a good screen for DeRozan on a pick and roll, more often than not, he'll convert it. Great body control.
Adebayo with the ball. And guarded by Capella. It's Oladipo on the wing. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Here's Maverick. 27 points for him. Tatum on the wing. Capella trying to free himself up. And it's Jason Tatum with a three. Tatum's got 5 points now in the quarter.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
There's the pass to Adebayo.
2 minutes remaining.
The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Here's Maverick. Right now, checking his stats, he's averaging over 23 points a game. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
Adding to this lead, he's been dependable and consistent at the offensive end.
Pass to Oladipo. He kicks to Lowry. The three. San Antonio with the rebound. Mobley's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass.
Such a great all-around player, Kyle Lowry.
You know, GA, a star who's also a glue guy. He takes the temperature of the team and gives it whatever it needs, whenever it's needed.
1:02 left in the first half. DeRozan with it, and guarded by Capella. DeRozan passes to Nicholson, and the rejection by Tatum. Here's Maverick. He's got 29 points. Drives to the hoop, and the shot goes in. Maverick's got 31.
And then he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. The three from Tatum. They get it back. Mobley. He misses his third shot of the game. He has made 6 of his 9. Miami's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let him fly. Outside Lowry. 6 to shoot. Pass to Nicholson. Outside DeRozan. Here's Oladipo, and it's blocked. And so it's San Antonio holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. Their defense has been active and effective. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, guys. Here with Jason Tatum. You have been rolling early. How did you get in that rhythm?
Just staying aggressive. Just continue to get in the gym and see something go in it.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started.
Okay.
Looking at San Antonio. Kenny, how'd you see it?
They had a tremendous first half from the three-point line. Their shot selection was pretty sound, considering how many threes they took. And the confidence of the shooters, now that's outstanding.
And over to Shaq. What'd you think about Miami?
They're not shooting it well so far. Actually, they've been terrible. Fellas, I got an idea for them.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. It's been one outstanding game for Maverick.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of the...
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Jason Tatum comes in for Devin Vassell. Thompson, he's checked in for Walker. The Mavericks subbed in for Murray. Here's Maverick. Driving in. Here's Capella. Nicholson grabs the board. Nicholson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the floor for San Antonio, they've got Clint Capella. Jeremy Grant is out there with Tatum. And there's Klay Thompson. And it's Callaway in at the point. Thompson for the triple. Knocks down the 3-ball. Thompson's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Spurs. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Lowry kicks to Hero. Tatum against Butler. And the rejection by Tatum.
And how about the craftiness from Tatum? He plays smart, quick hands on defense, and able to block the shot. And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
They get a hand on it. Passes it to Hero. Floats it up for Adebayo. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Wonderful play. With that long wingspan and huge hands, Adebayo catches and finishes with ease.
Here's Maverick. He's guarded by Adebayo. Driving the lane, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
And another steal for him.
And he has been an absolute feast on the floor. Another steal.
Greg, that swipe puts him tied for second all-time for most steals in a game. What a defensive effort from him. Nabbing another steal.
Fantastic swipe, and he now stands by himself for second most steals in a game.
Oh, he is so fast. Gets his hands on the ball in the blink of an eye. And Greg, the steal numbers are unreal. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Adebayo with the elbow. Clock at 6. Takes the 13-footer. Butler, no good.
Only 1 for 4 in this half. Sometimes it's execution. Sometimes the shots just don't go down.
Here's Maverick while recovering. The 3 from Tatum. Another possession, another assist. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
Just doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
Here's Thompson. Callaway passes to Grant. And the dunk by Grant.
This is a familiar sight. Jeremy Grant making his way to the rim and finishing strong.
Here's Lowry. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And another steal for him.
And you got to be careful around him.
You know, Greg, he's been coming up with some incredible steals so far. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for San Antonio.
They've been playing such pesky defense. It's been very impressive, especially all the turnovers they've caused.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've gotten out in transition.
Thompson outside. They get it back. The pass to Callaway. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets the 3 fly. Here's Capella. Pass to Callaway. The 3 from Tatum. Here's Capella. Pass to Thompson. Launches it. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
Hey, continue to stack it up from 3. He's got 2 in each half so far.
He swipes the ball away again.
And he's just been able to anticipate their every move.
Yeah, you're right. An absolute pest on the defensive end.
You know he's going to take a lot of shots out there. He's their #1 option right now.
Bounce pass from Lowry. The numbers in their favor. Moving it up. And the dunk by Grant.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
It's been tremendous job of play calling and execution. They just continue to increase this lead.
Here's Maverick, and he's got 41. Wants to get it to Grant and does. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Fantastic awareness from Grant, recognizing the chance to complete the alley-oop jam.
Here's Callaway, and he goes in for the dunk.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
For them, the first half was maybe more of a filling out process. Now it's winning time.
Oh, Tatum in position. Outside Butler. Shot to stop the run. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Give him a lane to the hoop, and you know what you risk? Jimmy Butler throwing it down.
Here's Maverick, defended by Butler. And another assist.
25 assists. What an unselfish performance.
He has been a sensational playmaker. Here's Lowry. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. It's hauled in by Clint Capella.
Oof, rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort.
The open shot by Tatum. And the Spurs scoring again. And Miami has possession.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Lowry can't get it to go.
You want to talk about ugly? This team is losing, partly because he hasn't drained a shot all night.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. And let's take a peek at the players contending for a spot in the dunk contest this year. Each and every one of these guys can do amazing things around the bucket.
And they will. I guarantee you that we're going to see things in this year's contest that we've never seen before. Those fellas have some tricks up their sleeve for sure.
Well, you look at Maverick, almost all the way up there in the top spot. I don't know if he'll make it to #1, but you'd have to say he's going to be a part of the contest for sure.
It's looking that way, and the contest will be a lot better off having him in it. He always puts on a show.
And as always, we'll keep the updates coming in as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. One thing we already know, there are some great players pulling in votes so far.
Yeah, and I think it's safe to say that this is going to be one of those dunk contests that everybody's going to be tuning into.
Hero produces across the board. Some guys have potential, others just get it done.
And the former Kentucky Wildcat, Tyler Hero, he was picked 13th grade in the 2019 draft, and he had an immediate impact.
And you feel a lot of teams didn't see how NBA ready Hero was. Underrated as a playmaker coming into the league. He's been a huge part of this team since his arrival.
Hero kicks to Porter. Loads it up for Adebayo.
There's always been a level of savvy to Porter's game. Beautiful pass.
San Antonio's gone to the three-point shot 8 times already in the second half and hit 4 of them. Here's Callaway, and he slams it down right on top of Bam Adebayo.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. The Heat have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime, 5 out of 11. Nicholson in the post, working on Walker. Nicholson's shot is off.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
And Jeremy Grant picks up the foul.
That's his first.
That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
And the Heat making a change here. DeRozan's checked in. Here's Callaway. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Putting consistent pressure on this defense. Just the threat of him out there makes this offense work.
Knocked away. He feeds it to Walker. And again, another assist.
Well, he's now tied for third all-time in the record books for most assists in a game.
GA, he's been playing all game long like he knows exactly when and where to pass the ball. It's incredible. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Adebayo finds Oladipo. Trying to get open is Adebayo. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Jason Tatum.
An active shooter when Oladipo takes charge. Like this and looks to score, this guy is capable of living at the free throw line.
They've shared the load offensively.
And guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
1 second left, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's San Antonio with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. And we'll be right back after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the floor for Miami, Payne out there with Victor Oladipo. Then it's DeRozan. Then there's Griffin. And it's Porter in at the small forward position. Driving inside. DeRozan with the rebound. And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for Miami. Griffin finds Oladipo. Off target from outside.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Payne gets a wide open look. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's Maverick in the corner. Tatum with it. And another assist.
Another score and another assist to you-know-who. He continues to engineer good looks.
And that last pass tied him for second, Greg, and another assist for him.
I am just speechless here. He has now tied the record for most assists in a game.
Easily a transcendent game for him and his team. GA, he keeps setting up his teammates, and they keep knocking him down. Here he goes. Callaway passes to Capella. Another possession, another assist.
And the record is his alone. What a game.
Truly a game for the ages. How lucky are we to have seen it? This guy has been terrific, passing his way into history before our very eyes. Jeff Green, he's checked in for Miami. Eric Bledsoe comes in for Victor Oladipo. He'd have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Another steal. Floats it up for Grant. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. And Miami shooting a terrible 27% from the floor. Boy, an off night for them to say the least. There's the drive and the dunk by Grant.
Slicing to the rim with confidence. When Grant attacks like this, it's fun to watch.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Another steal. Here's Callaway.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
Poked away. Tatum with it. Now guarded by Payne. Here's Callaway. Another bucket. Wow. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy. Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
Here's Callaway. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Floats it up for Grant, and the dunk by Grant.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Here's Callaway. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
It's a winning approach when you execute. That's the key. They're playing fast, but also under control.
And another steal for him.
And he's just been able to anticipate their every move.
Yeah, you're right. An absolute pest on the defensive end. Steve, you played 4 years at Michigan State with all the changes, including pro options for the top prospects. Do you worry at all about the college game?
No, I don't worry about it. In some ways, having more players who stick around is a good thing. But I love the opportunity these young guys are getting. Continuity can lead to beautiful basketball. They just have to make adjustments.
Payne dishes to Bledsoe. Kicks to Griffin. And again, San Antonio running the court in transition. And the dunk by Grant.
You know, he's one of the most improved players in this league. Jeremy Grant now has enough tools in the kit to be a #1 scoring option.
Bledsoe passes to Green. Outside Porter. Again, the miss by the Heat. San Antonio's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Right side to Walker. Pass to Callaway. Floats it up for Grant. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
Hey, what a showing this has been for Jeremy Grant, putting in the work to contribute on the offensive end.
Payne dishes to Griffin. Shoots over Capella. Griffin's shot is off. The Spurs shooting the lights out in this one, 77%. Callaway, and that one is stuffed right through.
And he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely. Miami's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Payne kicks to Porter. To stop the drought. Rebounded by the Spurs.
Hard to create space in that mid-range area. He would have been better passing that off.
Here's Callaway, and another one falls.
Make that 61 point.
Yep, everything is going his way right now.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. And the dunk by Capella.
They've really leaned on Capella to provide points tonight, and he has been up to the task.
It's Payne with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still. The dish to Porter. From past the arc. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
Outside Tatum. There's the triple. And they get it back.
Wow, another opportunity. Just everything going their way. Pretty much the story of this game.
Yeah, and how about the stick-to-itiveness on that possession? Stayed with it, didn't give up until the ball was in the basket.
To the paint. And the dunk by Walker.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Miami with the ball. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
You know what it is, a lack of concentration. That's a momentum killer.
JaMychal Green, he's checked in for the Heat. Oh, Tatum in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Man, and Tatum gets up on these alley-oops, has a great grasp of when to attack and exploit the opponent.
Knocks it loose. And again, the turnover by the Heat.
Home team ball.
How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
And there's the drive. Rebound by the Heat. Payne with it. Knocked loose. Here's Maverick. Payne covering. Callaway passes to Walker. Here's Maverick. There's the lob to the hoop. And the dunk by Capella. Miami's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range.
2 minutes.
Green left side. Green against Grant. Stolen by Grant. Here's Maverick. Outside, Walker. A three-pointer is right on target. Walker's got 11 in the second half.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
You know, when you're raining threes, you can stack up points in a hurry, but it can go the other way as well.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Spurs.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so taking a look at their record, a nice milestone they'll be picking up tonight. 30 wins on the year now.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off. And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was
for Maverick.
An all-around dominant performance. Only certain guys can do this. Complete control, 3 phases of the game. Congrats, a triple-double.
Inside, here's Payne, and the officials call goaltending, so they'll award.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
He takes it in, and he slams that one down.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
Right side, Green. He dishes it to Porter. From outside the arc, Payne can't hit. And the Spurs with possession. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. The 3 ball. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly. And David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. Welcome to the NBA Rising Stars Challenge, a game that has become such a special part of all-star festivities.
And that's really because it always provides us with such an entertaining look at the next generation of NBA stars. In a game like this where the pressure's off and it's all about having fun, I think we really get an opportunity to see just how skilled these young players are.
Exactly. I mean, nobody's going to get on top of you if you go behind your back or you try something out of the ordinary. And that means we get to see these young guys pull off some amazing plays in this game every year.
And now the opening lineup for Team 1.
Watch out below. Come on now. Throw it down.
Well, that's not what I was expecting.
Me either. I don't think anybody was. Even he didn't know what he was going to pull off on that one. Spectacular.
Takes creativity and spontaneity. The ability to make it up on the fly. That's special.
Barnes. Here's Mobley. Passes it to Cunningham. And the three ball is good.
And some players in the Rising Stars Challenge aren't especially well known yet. But this young man is someone we've already become very familiar with.
It has not taken him long to really establish himself in the league. I mean, he's been logging a ton of minutes.
And guys, since this game started back in '94, this has been a perfect warm-up for the All-Star game. I mean, it has all the fun and excitement of the big game with the added element of introducing some of the great young stars to the league's fans.
This really has become one of the signature events of All-Star Week. I know you love it, Greg. It gets everyone into the mood for all the festivities that are soon to come.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it's such a great way for these young players to show off some of the fancy moves that they wouldn't even dare to attempt in a regular season game.
Now, here's Cunningham. Shot clock at 3. And he lays it straight in. Cunningham's got 5 points so far.
And as usual, neither team really grinding too hard at the defensive end.
And I think that's okay in this event. I mean, I say the more highlights, the better.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry.
Well, you need both to make it special. And they pulled the...
So explosive. He's a brave man. You're risking life and limb trying to move like that.
He couldn't pass it up the right, letting it all go.
You know, that's exactly what the fans love to see, guys. I mean, they're paying good money, big money. They want wins, but they also want to be entertained.
And it's just something about the Rising Stars Challenge. It gives each of these young players a chance to really do something special on a national stage, maybe for the first time in their professional career.
You brought up the big stage these young guys are on tonight. For so many of the fans, Greg, who are still, just getting familiar with these players, it really is a great welcome to the NBA moment.
It really is a showcase. And for each player, whether they have great moments or not, just being chosen to participate is a huge honor. And it says a lot about where they stand amongst their peers.
So timeout called here, the first for USA.
And we've got a collection of the greatest players in the world here. I mean, and playing in an event where they can really let it all hang out.
And that's exactly why we always come away with such great memories. I mean, because they really do try to give the fans as many highlights as possible. And they are the best players in the world.
Suggs, he's checked in for Team World. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. USA moving the ball around. Count that one for Mobley.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Maverick, covered by Barnes. Pass to Garuba. From downtown, Team World with another miss.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
Tipped away and stolen by Wagner. To the left wing. Pulls up from the corner. And that one good. That's 12 points for Maverick. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Team World.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover. Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Mobley wide open. USA with another miss. On offense, here's Team World. They're on a 16-7 run. USA trails by 9. Poked loose. Callaway passes to Suggs. Pulls up. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. 14 points for Maverick.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Now here's Mobley. On the wing, Green. 5 on the clock. Cranes the three-pointer.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Callaway. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Mavericks got 17.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
And they're on the break. Now one near Suggs as he lets it go. Again, Team World good for 2.
Another turnover there leading to a basket.
And they've really made the most of all those chances they've had from these turnovers. It's really driving their offense right now. Actually, it's their best offense.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
And teammate to teammate on the assist that time.
Well, the communication between them, that's what we see every game during the regular season, and it's on display here in the All-Star week as well.
And he's going up for the alley-oop, and Mobley throws it down.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition, switch, ignited.
Here's Maverick, guarded by Green. And he comes up with the deuce. Maverick's got 19 points.
Well, he's definitely got a shoot-first mindset right now, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does, and that's not always endearing to your teammates, if you ask me. I mean, this is a game where everybody wants a piece of that spotlight. It shouldn't just be about him.
Pass to Suggs. To the right side. Here's Callaway. 6 on the shot clock. Şengün, no good.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
For the finish.
Oh, yes, sir. Come on, bring it.
Boom, he jams it straight down.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Collins checked in for USA. And it's Team World with the ball. 15-point game. Here's Callaway. Drills the three-pointer. He's got 24.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Barnes outside. And the pass to Dean. Outside Collins. Passes it to Mobley. Shot clock at 5. On the wing, Green. To halt the run. Rebound by Team World.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
.143 left in the first quarter of the game. Back to Collins. Here's the three. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Suggs and Team World another three.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Lighting it up from outside. Hard to keep up with this.
Here's Callaway, and he jams it with authority.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And Team World, another three.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. And he's been absolutely relentless.
Collins kicks to Barnes. 41 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Callaway. Buries the long-range jumper. Mavericks got 34 points.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
And the fast break now for Team World. We've got 13 seconds left here in the first quarter. And it's Suggs missing. And so it looks like it's still USA's ball.
USA ball. Substitution on the court.
5 seconds left here in the opening quarter. The deep three from Green. And so it's Team World having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And we're glad to have you along as we resume the action at the Rising Stars Challenge. Some great careers in store for these young men.
And what a showcase this game has been for the league's best and brightest young stars.
And, you know, one of my favorite things is seeing the camaraderie between the players. I mean, both of these teams really enjoying playing together and against each other.
And, you know, the officials not giving their whistles much of a workout here tonight. Very few fouls being called.
And most of that, Greg, is because they're not playing full-force defense. I mean, you're never going to see as much contact around the bucket in this game as you would ordinarily.
We've got Hodges. He's out there with Barkley. And it's Collins in at the point. And for Team World, Suggs out there with Maverick. Then there's Wagner. And it's Garuba in at the 4 spot.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Well, he only plays one way, and that's full throttle, all day, all the time, cold-blooded and lethal.
Callaway passes to Wagner. Here's Maverick. Shoots the three. No good that time.
And after that great first quarter from three-point range, he has finally come back to earth.
Here's Barkley. USA working now with the new shot clock. Hodges misses.
And you know what? Defensively, both teams have picked it up as we've gotten a little deeper into this game.
A little more competitive fire and intensity being shown out there now. He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Outside Collins. And he's good on the three ball.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
On offense, here's Team World. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Drills it from outside. 41 points for Maverick.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Takes it inside. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Mavericks got 43 points. So it's USA now. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Collins has gone 1 of 4 from the field. Here's Callaway, and he uses the glass on the layup. Mavericks got 45 points.
You know, they're looking good, really good right now because of him. He sees this game by the throat, and he's squeezing hard.
Şengün passes to Callaway.
Yes, sir.
That was incredible.
Substitution.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Burks, he's checked in for USA. Cunningham comes in for Collins. Here's Freeman. USA with another miss.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Out left to the wing. Here's Wagner. It's good from long range. Wagner's got 5 now.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Freeman passes to Cunningham. Will it go? And it's blocked. Here's Maverick. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. And he drives in, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Yeah, and the number of slams here we're seeing tonight off the charts.
Somebody forgot to tell these guys the dunk contest is on a different night.
Cunningham with it. 5 points in the game. Another steal. And they're pushing it up. Knocked loose. And now USA on the break. And that one is hammered home.
I have to say the decibel level just rose about 300% in here.
Certainly sounds like it. I mean, there's nothing these fans love to see more than...
Oh, that was worth the price of admission. You know, we always get some great dunks in this game, and I think we can add that to the list.
Check out the reaction. Listen to that. I mean, that slam was a raise the roofer.
To the inside. Hodges misses.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
To the wing on the left. Suggs. And Team World, another 3.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Substitution for your USA team.
Team World on D. Pass to Freeman. Shot clock at 6. It's deflected. And here is Suggs. He's got 8. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop.
And the crowd got their jaws dropped on that one. Total disbelief.
USA with another miss. Cunningham's gone just 2 of 6 shooting, 33%. Here's Callaway. And Team World, another three.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
Freeman passes to Cunningham. And just miss after miss right now.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Here's Maverick. Non-stop scoring machine here. Over to the wing. To the middle. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And if you want to talk about liftoff, folks, he went right from the launching pad. Serious extended hang time there. Even at full speed, it looked like he was in slow motion. Just amazing.
And out of bounds as Team World gains possession.
And this has been a comedy of errors. I mean, you can just add another one to the list.
Right wing. Here's Suggs. And Team World, another three.
He's certainly starting to heat up from outside. That's his third for the game. His second in this quarter.
16 feet away. Yes, that goes in. Cunningham's got 7.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
Here's Callaway. From outside, off the mark. Now, here's Cunningham. Not a lot of room. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Cunningham's got 4 this quarter.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
That one drops for him.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
And they recover it. Green, the pass to Cunningham. Got a piece of it. And the fast break now for Team World. Here's Maverick. Burks covering. The three. That shot missing. So USA will take it the other way. Here's Park. Sinks that one from the post. Parks got his first 2 points of the night.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his wake. Oh, and the crowd goes crazy after seeing that finish.
Yep, a throwdown appropriate for the occasion. That's how to get these fans revved up and excited.
Now, here's Cunningham. Guarded closely. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
There's a minute.
My goodness.
And I'd have to say the decibel level just rose about 300% in here.
Certainly sounds like it. I mean, there's nothing these fans love to see more than highlight reel dunks, and that one certainly qualifies.
Here's Burks. Tries yet again, and he sinks the layup.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
And it's Team World with the ball. We've got 1:08 left here in the second. Here's Maverick. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. Hits the three-point bomb.
And wasn't sure he could keep up the pace he set from three-point range in that first, but boy, has he ever.
Pass to Burks. USA moving the ball around. Now the pass to Cunningham. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
Yeah!
And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Whoa, just climbing the ladder for that 360. Stupendous hop.
Yeah, Greg, he was sky high on that finish.
And that's what it takes, guys. Athleticism, coordination, and a bunch of confidence and fearlessness.
On offense, here's Team World. 16 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Callaway.
Whoa! Watch out now.
He's a brave man. You're risking life and limb trying to move like that.
He couldn't pass it up though, right? Letting it all go.
You know, that's exactly what the fans love to see, guys. I mean, they're paying good money, big money. They want wins, but they all...
And so it's Team World enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
The Rising Stars game has become such a special part of All-Star Weekend. We couldn't have a better showcase for the incredible players that are just getting their NBA careers underway. Just think of all the plays that these young players have in front of them.
The Rising Star game is always a fun chance to look ahead. The guys on the floor tonight might be tomorrow's big name. So it's really a celebration of the future of the league.
Yeah, and it's a chance for these young players to show off some flashy plays and get moments to draw some attention. This is an opportunity to prove that you have star potential.
Welcome back as we get a glimpse of the future here at the Rising Stars Challenge.
And it has been a fantastic game up to this point.
It certainly has. I mean, we know these young fellas can play, and they are putting on a show.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So Team World's 5 right now. They've got Wagner. Suggs out there with Maverick. And it's Garuba in at the 4 slot. Clock at 4. And here comes the break. Here's Suggs. And Team World, another 3.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Barnes outside. Cunningham looking it over. Team World, another fast break opportunity here. From deep. It's hauled in by USA. Outside, Green. Cranes it from beyond the arc. Green's got his second basket of the night.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he can afford to get a ditch. What I saw, I mean, that move was out of this world.
Executed, don't you think, to perfection, Greg. I mean, he had the rim in his sights and was not going to be stopped.
And finishes with force. Boy, you got to love that.
Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Callaway. Oh!
Mercy, mercy me.
You know, we always get some great dunks in this game, and I think we could add that to the list.
Check out the reaction. Listen to that. I mean, that slam was a raise the roofer.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And guys, don't think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Team World with the fresh shot clock. Just 5 on the clock. From deep. That shot no good. So USA will take it the other way.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second. Well, so often we see this transition buckets off turnovers.
And we know turnovers are painful and costly. You get loose with the ball on one end and get punished on the other end.
And so it looks like it's still USA's ball. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. There's the three. Connects from three-point range. Mavericks got 9 points here in the second half.
This guy is simply having a great game from outside.
Barnes, left side, shoots over Wagner. And that one's good, Barnes.
You know, the turnaround jumper, guys, is one of those shots that always just looks so good. I mean, it's got that nice, smooth, singular motion. Sweet.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Here's Dean, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. USA shooting their first free throws of the game, and the first one drops.
Shooting for your USA. At the line for...
That one falls, so he hits both of them. On offense, here's Team World. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Here's Maverick. Non-stop scoring machine here.
Nice timing on these jumps. He's somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
High post try. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
And, guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
And then Barkley with the dunk.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
Şengün with the rebound. On offense, here's Team World. Here's Maverick. And that one drops for him. Mavericks got 11 in the second half.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time.
And USA making a change here. Hodges checked in. Passes it to Barkley. Now Collins. This one for 3. Rebound by Team World. Mavericks got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Suggs. Here's Maverick. He's guarded by Hodges. Here's Callaway. And a miss there on the triple. So it's USA now. Takes the 3. Sinks the triple. 7 points in the game. To the wing right side. From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by USA.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Shot by Collins, no good.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
For 3, gets the three-pointer to fall.
Once again, he's able to knock down the long-range jumper. He's on automatic. Just a brilliant game.
And Collins has got the ball here for USA. And the fast break now for Team World. Here's Callaway. And Team World, another 3. And look at how the hustle game has been going for Team World.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
Suggs in the corner. Misses the 3.
and you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Freeman, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Jalen Suggs.
Third team foul.
For USA, they've been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
2 shots.
The first one falls. Good on both. On offense, here's Team World. And Wagner has it in the corner. Down low, Callaway.
Oh my goodness! That was special.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game.
And guys, it's going to be a long time before we see another one just like that. 1 triple for him in the first half. Now he's hit another.
Collins has gone 2 of 6 shooting from the arc, 33%. Here's Maverick. He's guarded by Collins. And it's Suggs missing. Ball's knocked loose.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. For USA, they've hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
4th team foul.
That free throw, no good.
Shooting for your USA.
And he's good on the second.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
And there's 1:45 left in the third quarter of the game. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Suggs. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Poked away. Unhindered, going all the way. And now USA on the break. Finishes the break with a slam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Outside Collins. Inside, here's Hodges. Oh, that's blocked. And the fast break now for Team World. To the left side wing. And there's the pass to Callaway. There's 38 seconds left to play here in the third. And that one's good.
Defense, for me, just hasn't made the commitment to sprint back in transition, and that's why you see such a huge differential in fast break points.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. You want to be aggressive offensively, but at the same time, you need defensive balance so you can get back in transition.
We've got 28 seconds left in the third. Fires the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Wow. What can you say?
So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
Evan Mobley.
15 seconds left here in the third quarter. Over to the left wing. Suggs, good on the 3-point shot. Suggs has got 9 points now in the quarter.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident, too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
And so it's Team World able to put on a show for the ages. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. Back to the action after this word. And it's time to get back into it at the Rising Stars Challenge. Tonight, none of these young players will ever forget, I'm sure.
Oh, to be young and athletic. Just a ton of energy out there on the floor tonight.
Yeah, you know, like we see every year, these young guys are super excited to be playing in this game, and that excitement comes out onto the court.
Cunningham is out there with Green. Then there's Mobley. And it's Park in at the 3. And the fast break now for Team World. And the layup's good off the glass.
Good job getting the ball and completing that play.
Boy, there's not much defense available once a steal is made. That's the best time to attack on the break.
Callaway passes to Şengün. Here's Maverick. From the arc. Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Out to the right wing. And a wide open look for Cunningham. Buries it from 3-point range.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Here's Callaway. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. To the paint. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Sort of a revelation this season. He's quickly established himself as one of the league's top young players.
And that's always impressive to see because there were a lot of people who had their doubts about him. But he seems to thrive on proving those people wrong, and he's off to a good start.
Clock at 6. Jacks up a 3. Team World with another miss. We're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter in this one. And Mobley throws it down.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Here's Maverick. Takes a 3. The rebound by Park. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. The shot that time not on target. On offense, here's Team World. Here's Maverick for the 3. Hits it from 3-point range. Mavericks got 7 points for the quarter.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
And he slams it right down on top of Cade Cunningham.
Oh, and the crowd goes crazy after seeing that finish.
Yep, a throwdown appropriate for the occasion. That's how to get these fans revved up and excited.
One-on-one here. And now USA on the break. Here's Mobley. Here's Burks. Count it.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure, but unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
Now, here's Cunningham. Tight defense on him. On the wing, Green. Pass to Cunningham. Fires the 3. Offensive rebound. Burks. Misses from short range. Here's Maverick. Puts up a 3. Sinks the 3-pointer. Mavericks got a pair of 3s here in the 4th quarter for Team World.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Love the mentality there, I tell you. I know I've never coached, but, man, playing to win and being aggressive even with the lead as opposed to being safe and going into prevent offense, I'll take the former all day long. Play to win.
Six to shoot. Off target at the rim.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
Clark passes to Cunningham. And the fast break now for Team World. And here we go. Fast break. Cunningham's got it. And Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Here's Maverick. Three-pointer. Here's Şengün. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First team foul.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
Shot by Collins, no good. Collins has gone 2 of 7 from the arc. Here's Callaway. It's hauled in by USA. Five to shoot. Stolen by Collins. Knocks it loose. From deep. The long distance 3 is good.
And that's getting it done from deep. That's what the All-Star game gives you, the freedom to show your full range.
You know, taking that shot in a regular season game might get you a spot on the bench, but here, it gets you a standing O.
The USA calls time here.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
You know, let's look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
And now, let's present our New Balance player of the game, Maverick.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
So much great young talent on the floor, but he stole the show with the display he put on. Freeman passes to Park. 5 on the clock. Here's Maverick. He's guarded by Collins. Pass to Wagner. Three-pointer. And they'll get another chance. And it's good for 2. Şengün's got 4 points in the quarter.
And for this young man, this game is serving as kind of a coming out party, if you will. A lot of fans haven't seen him that often during the regular season.
And that's one of the neat things about the Rising Stars Challenge. It's a way for some talented young players to get their first taste of the national spotlight.
Out in his own on the break. And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
Ball is turned over.
And it's out of bounds. Team World will retain possession. And USA making a change here. Mobley's checked in. Here's Maverick. Out to the right wing. Here's Suggs. Bangs home the trifecta. Suggs has got 12 points in just the second half.
And until he cools off, I'd keep the ball in his hands.
Now, here's Collins. He's guarded closely. Pass to Mobley. USA moving the ball around. Şengün with the rebound. Here's Maverick. Launches a 3. And Team World another 3.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little 3-happy down the stretch sometimes, letting it fly.
And Mobley throws it down.
You make your teammates better by giving them good passes. That one was perfect.
Mobley's got most of his shots to fall. 6 makes in 9 tries. Here's Callaway. And then jammed down as he goes right over Evan Mobley.
And I'd have to say the decibel level just rose about 300% in here.
Certainly sounds like it. I mean, there's nothing these fans love to see more than highlight reel dunks, and that one certainly qualifies.
Barkley outside. Back to Collins. Just 5 on the clock. Tries it from 19. And it's off the back rim. No good. Here's Callaway. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Barkley the pass to Collins. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Franz Wagner.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And he ends up missing both free throws. Here's Maverick. He's guarded by Collins from deep three-point range. And Team World another three.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
2 points. That one goes.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
Barkley. And he overshot that one, missing.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Callaway passes to Wagner. Here's Maverick beyond the arc. Nailed from three-point land.
And he just keeps on going. He's got more points than anybody else out there.
Collins wide open. He fires. They get a hand on it, and so it looks like it's still USA's ball. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Looking to end the run. Good on the triple.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
So no problem for Team World as they get